Hello and welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. My name is Becca Oaks. I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. Today I want to teach you 5 of the most common and easiest embroidery stitches. Embroidery has become so hot here lately, whether it is tiny, tedious embroidery using embroidery floss, or it is using chunky yarns on sweatshirts to make really cute things for your children or yourselves. It's become very hot. And so I know a lot of you are wondering, is this an easy thing to do? Is this something that I can do? And the answer is yes. Anybody who can see, that's one thing. You do need to be able to see small, especially if you're doing the smaller embroidery with embroidery floss. It can become tedious and strenuous on your eyes. So make sure you have really good lighting. You can also get a magnifier of some sort if that is helpful to you. But anybody who has decent eyesight and time on their hands and a little bit of creativity can embroider. So I feel like you should jump into it if it is something that you have been interested in. All I need today is my embroidery hoop and some fabric. I'm going to be using a black embroidery thread so that there's a high contrast on here and you can see easily. And then I'm going to just be using a needle for embroidery. Let's get started. The first stitch that we're going to do is the running stitch, and I think it is the most basic stitch of all. Now, before I get started, I want to say that I think the most difficult part about embroidery is regulating your stitch. So if you are brand new to embroidery, I would suggest that you grab a hoop and some material and just draw some lines and practice your stitches until you can get them regulated. And then once you have them regulated, start on your first project. So for this running stitch, it is super easy. Like I mentioned, I'm just going to put your needle and your embroidery thread in. And then go straight down. And then you're going to come back up, but you're going to leave a little bit of space. You're not going to come up right where the right where you went in. You're going to leave just a little bit of space. Okay, so there we have our running stitch, and how small or how big you do these is totally up to you. I typically actually do mine a little bit longer than this, but just chose to do smaller for this particular demonstration. Next, I am going to do a back stitch. So at the back stitch, just like the running stitch, you come up at the first of your line. And then you're going to move forward just like you did with your back stitch and place your needle down. Now this is where it starts to get different. Now what you're going to do is move your needle up here. So we have this stitch length, and I moved my needle up about the same stitch length as my previous stitch. And now I'm going to pull forward or pull up through like this. Now what I do is back stitch. So I'm going to go back into the hole where this went down. So we go down like this. Then I come up again about a stitch length away. And go back into the hole where that stitch went down. Okay, next we're going to do a stem stitch, and this is one of my favorite stitches. I really love it. I think it looks really good, and I love to do embroidery with floral prints, floral images, so I get to do this one a lot for the stems. But what you are going to do is, like the other one, start at the end like this. And then go down just like this. But what you want to do is leave your finger right here so that the stitch doesn't go all the way down. Before it goes all the way down, you're going to bring your needle back up on the same line, right in the center of the stitch. So just like this. You see how it's coming up through that? And then you will keep it tight like that. Then you're going to do another stitch. Keep your thumb right there on the stitch, and then bring your needle back up in the middle of the stitch. Just like that, and pull it tight. And this kind of makes it look like a rope almost. It's really pretty. It's generally pretty quick as well. I will say with this particular stitch, it is better to make them longer stitches than shorter stitches. If you do shorter stitches, it kind of has a tendency to look sideways. So err on the side of caution and do a little bit bigger, especially if you're just starting out. Okay, next up I'm going to teach you a French knot, which is a really beautiful stitch, but it looks a little bit daunting. It is not nearly as bad as you might think. So what we want to do again is pull up from the bottom, and then what we're going to do is take our embroidery thread or floss, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to wrap it around your needle twice. So I wrapped this part of the floss that's closest to the actual embroidery around the needle twice, and I wrapped it away from me. Then I have found that it's easier if you pull it tight kind of down here. See how I don't have it up here and then I'm putting it in? I have it kind of tight down here. And then I'm going to put the needle down in really, really close to where it already came up. Then I like to place it flat against the embroidery, just like this. Make it good and tight. And then I'm going to pull through. And it creates just this really beautiful, almost rose looking. It's called a French knot. And a lot of times these are done in clusters, and so you would go right next to it and do another one, but I'm going to just do it in a row for this particular demonstration. So I'll just pull up again, wrap around 2 times away from me, pull it in tight, make it flush with the embroidery, pull it through tight. One more, pull up, wrap it around twice, pull it down kind of tight, flush with the material, and pull it in there. Next, I'm going to show you a split stitch, and there are a couple of different ways you can do a split stitch. I'm going to show you my favorite for this particular one. So like the other ones, you're going to start from the bottom up, make a stitch, pull it tight, and then you're going to come back through the middle of this stitch, just like this. And then you're going to make a stitch. And now when you come back through, you're going to come back through right here where this stitch went down. You're going to come back through, but you're also going to split your thread when you come back through. So it comes back here and it splits. And then you pull like this. So it looks pretty long when you're doing that, but you're going to come back through and you're going to split right back where it went down and through that thread, just like this. So down, up where you went down earlier and through the thread. The split stitch is a super quick stitch, and I'm sorry, it is kind of difficult to see because of how black it is. It's more visible with lighter colored threads, but hopefully you got an idea on how easy that is to do. So these are 5 of my favorite. There are so many different stitches, and if you like this content, and leave a comment below that you want more content on embroidery, then we will be glad to make that content for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I mentioned, if you love embroidery and want to see more content here on the Oak and Lamb channel about embroidery, leave a comment below. Let us know. We are more than happy. I have some great ideas running through my head for embroidery for those of you who are just getting started. And I think it would be some fun content to share with you all. If you like content like this, if you love other crafting videos, then you will love our content here at Oak and Lamb. If you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It is free and easy to do it, and it is a great way to help support us here at Oak and Lamb. If you turn on notifications, you'll get notified every single time that we go live and post content. Also, if you love other crafting ventures like die cut machines, laser cutters, glow forge, sublimation, woodworking, home decor, sewing, and more, you will love membership here at Oak and Lamb. Click the link below. We are going to give you a special offer if you would like to join our flock here at Oak and Lamb, which is our amazing community of crafters. We have a private Facebook group where all of our members like to join and help each other with crafting. We have made amazing friendships on top of helped each other troubleshoot all sorts of crafting issues and given invaluable insight and advice on other people's crafting projects. If you like that idea, if you like the idea of having access to an entire library of cut files that you can use for sublimation, laser cutting, die cut machines, and more, you want our membership here at Oak and Lamb. We also have member-only content and member-only courses available to you. So like I said, click that link, join with our special discount that we're offering you today, and I hope I see you here another day for another video.